This is the HaltingWinter Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Winterhalter. HaltingWinter is here to help business owners escape the stress and the overwhelm of trying to grow their small business by giving them the tools and support to not only grow, but to 5x their annual revenue. If you're a small business owner, that's right. We want to see you reach $5 million in annual revenue. And why not? Just because you're a small business doesn't mean you can't make big revenue and have a big impact. So this month, the month of April 2023, we are doing a 12-part series working through the 12 steps every small business needs to take in order to launch, in order to grow, and in order to scale. If I was going to start a small business, this is the framework I would want to build out from the beginning. And this is the framework that every business, no matter what size you are, needs to look at to hone their products, their marketing, their sales strategy, their operations, their leadership, their cash flow, all 6 primary parts of your business. These are the things you need to tune up in order to have the foundation to grow healthily, to grow in a way that is actually going to produce results. You don't want to grow haphazardly. And a lot of businesses, I see this, they start growing and they don't know why. They're just excited about it. But the problem is once whatever is creating that falls away, you don't know how to reproduce it. You don't know what happened. And so the fall from that height is greater, and it causes more consequences, more pain points. And so you want to know why you're growing. You want to have a strategy. You want to have it. You want to know, even if you grow haphazardly, you want to diagnose that and go, how are we doing that? How do we replicate that? Is that a good thing? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take all 6 parts of the primary sections of your business, and we're going to devote 2 episodes per part. So 12 episodes in total. And we're going to build a business from the ground up, or we're going to grow a business. From wherever you're at, we're going to redefine and retune and fine tune in order to really grow and scale in a way that I think is healthy. So if you're a small business owner who's stuck on the tarmac, you can't seem to get off the runway to the next level of growth, or if you're considering becoming a small business owner, you're trying to figure out the right steps to launch in a way that is going to cause actual growth and actual health, well, this is the podcast series for you. Today, we're going to start with the very first step. Whether you want to launch a business or whether you want to reset your business in order to get clarity for the path toward growth, this is what you need to do first. And that's ask yourself, what product or service do you offer? What product or service do you offer? Actually, it's a 2-part question. Here's part 2. What product or service do you offer, and is it profitable? Can we actually make some money? Can we actually be a business and not a hobby? So, what is your product, and is it profitable? Every business starts with a product or a service, but every business ends, and by ends, I mean goes out of business, because that product becomes no longer profitable. It becomes no longer profitable enough to cover the expenses of the business. So today, let's look specifically at your products. Let's look at your services, and let's make sure they are priced to create the profit to pay your bills, to sustain your business, to grow your business, and to make sure you're making a good living while you're doing it. Because no one wants to build a business while they starve, while they stress with their personal finances because everything is going into the business. That's not a healthy model. Okay, so here we go. So what do we do? Most of us know what product or service we sell, but what happens is when we put that product through what we call the Product Audit, this is a tool created by Donald Miller, his team at Business Made Simple. Again, I'm a certified business coach with Business Made Simple. In fact, I am the certified coach for the Pacific Northwest region. So if you are a business, specifically in the Pacific Northwest, again, I serve businesses all over the nation, but I live in the Pacific Northwest. So I have a passion to see businesses here in our region thrive and scale and grow and be healthy. Again, we're home, right? Right in my backyard, we're home to some of the biggest corporations in the world: Amazon, Microsoft, right? Huge corporations, huge, Boeing, big businesses. businesses. But here's the deal. Small businesses run the reality of our communities. Did you know, even in Washington State, that over 50% of small businesses are actually employing the number one employment of the workforce is small businesses. And so just remember that. Sometimes we think that, wow, it's all about big corporation, and those have a place and a purpose too. But we need you, small business owner. We need you to be healthy. We need you to be thriving. We need you personally to be those things so that your business gets the best of you. And when your business gets the best of you, your customers will get the best of you. So how do we evaluate the profitability of our products? And here's why we do this. Evaluating the profitability of our products is going to help you make better decisions. It's going to help you with actual pricing. Do we need to raise our prices? If we offer a discount, what discount would we offer? What discount could we offer and still be viable? It's going to give you insight into marketing. Where are we marketing to? Who's going to buy this product at this price point? 3, it helps you with product development. What's not on our product list? Every business usually has at least 3 options, right? You go in to get your coffee and you get a small, a medium, or a large. People like price points. If you just have one product, I work with a coach right now who's one of my business coaches, brilliant guy. And he is solid on just offer one product. And I get it. I think sometimes, depending on what field you're in, it works. Most of the time it doesn't though, because what it does is it puts your customer in a position where they just have to say yes or no. If you have 3 products, that offers them to say more than just yes or no. They can say yes to a certain one. And you should be able then, because again, most people, if they start, they might start with the lowest one. Well, that's okay, right? To get them in the door, that's fine. But in order to serve them fully, they might need the medium or even the large, or they may need some customization to one of those sizes. Right? When you go to Starbucks, just because I get the small doesn't mean I can't get 1,000 customizations that make it 3 times more than their largest one they offer. And so just be mindful of that. Doing a product audit helps us look at our whole range and go, man, do we actually have the right products to serve our customers the way they need? You need to know which of your products generates the most revenue, the most profit. You need to adjust your strategies accordingly. That doesn't mean you're only going to push, or you're going to push the most, the product that makes the most profit, but you better know which that is. And so you are using that effectively and creatively in your marketing. Most small businesses set their pricing according to their competition. This is not a good, right? If you start a business and you look and see, well, what other coffee shops or what other gutter cleaning companies or whatever your industry is, whatever your niche down is, and you say, well, that's what they're charging, so that's what I'm going to charge. Listen, what if they're not making any money? What if they're setting their pricing according to, again, what they saw, and on and on and on, and you're setting prices according to 1960s price points, and you have no idea why. It's just because the competition does it, and so that's what I have to charge. That's crazy. That is not how you should be pricing your products. You have to understand your numbers. You're going to end up eventually crashing your business, and this is why a lot of businesses, every business, let's just be honest, every business goes out of business because of cash. It's because you don't have cash. You don't have customers paying for their products. And so you have to price. Pricing is, it could be, I don't know, I'd have to think about this, but it could be the number one thing. That it probably isn't the number one thing. Because I can think of, it just depends. There are other areas, right? Sales, you can price your thing super high. And if you have really good salespeople, you'll make a living. But you want to be mindful. Pricing it's just so important to get pricing right. And it helps you. Here's why it's so important. It's going to relieve stress off you. Because if you know that your pricing is right, then you can stand behind it. It's going to be easier to market. It's going to be easier to sell because you believe in your product and you believe in the price of that product. I work with a lot of people who don't believe in their pricing. And so they tell me what they're going to charge, but then when they get on a sales call, they end up charging way less. Well, it's because you don't believe in it. So let's stop telling yourself that you're going to charge this much, and let's charge that much. Let's charge that, feel good about it, and let's work our way up, right? Okay, so let's talk about the product audit. I don't want to take a ton of time in all these podcasts. There's so much to talk about, and that's why I want to encourage you. I'll tell you more about it in a little bit, but I want you to consider, if you're a small business owner, joining the flight school that we are launching. You're going to start hearing about this. If you follow Donald Miller and Business Made Simple, you are going to just be bombarded with all the information about flight school. Well, HaltingWinter, my company, is taking flight school because, again, we're certified with Don as business coaches and as product leaders. And so we're taking what he's doing with flight school and we are putting it on steroids for you. We are giving some incredible coaching opportunities with that flight school plan and model and back end. You're going to get everything that you get with Don. And you are going to get some specific coaching, customized coaching. It's going to be amazing. You are going, and the price point at the launch is crazy. It is the time to get in. So make sure you listen to the end of the podcast because you are going to want to hear about that if you're a small business owner. Okay, let's dive in. The product audit is this tool, again, Donald Miller and the team at Business Made Simple created. Now, let's just be honest. Some of you business owners might be listening to this and you're like, you know what? I don't know if I really want to grow. I think I'm satisfied. Great. Be you. That's cool. Don't feel the pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. Don't grow because it's hip. Grow because you actually want to serve more customers. You want to pay yourself and your team more. You want to impact more people. Like, have a real good reason to grow your business. I think most of us do want to grow. We're not just greedy. We just don't want to get rich. It's because we have a vision. We have a vision for a business that offers amazing products, amazing services for our customers. We have a vision for a business that is able to hire more employees, to treat them with worth and value. We have a vision to be a thriving small business that continues to grow in order to be better tomorrow than we are today and to bring more impact to more people in better ways. Well, some of us have this vision. I have this vision for HaltingWinter. I want to impact small business owners because I believe they're the lifeblood of our communities. And when we have thriving, healthy, vibrant, forward-moving, growing small businesses, we have healthier communities, healthier people that work at them, healthier people that are served by them. And so to bring that vision to reality, it takes money. It means that we have to know our numbers or we won't arrive at our destination. In fact, we're going to crash and burn and we're never going to get sight of the land in front of our destination if we don't have our money dialed in, right? Money isn't a god. It's simply a tool for us to experience the life and the impact we dream about. So the product audit has 6 parts. Let me give you a quick overview. Again, this is one of the modules we take you in the flight school, and we dive deep into your products and help you really see. And in fact, I'll dive into this more in this next episode, another tool that we use with products. But today, the product overview, the product audit is this. Number 1, what's the product name, right? If you're a coffee shop, you've got your light roast, your dark roast, your light roast, your medium roast, and your dark roast. Can I just encourage you, be careful that you don't have insider names or your names are so like cool to you that they confuse your customer. It's one thing if you're going to niche down and like, we're the coffee shop for, Pokemon fans. And so every one of our coffee roasts or cups or whatever is a name of a Pokemon figure. I get that, right? You're targeting your audience and you're speaking their language. But if you are trying to, if you thought about your target, if your audience is whatever, it's normal people that aren't into Pokemon and you're using Pokemon names, you're just confusing them. It's not a win. So, we're not like Luncenzia and Moog and Dragon Breath. No. It's light, it's medium, and it's dark. Like, you don't need to be super creative. I think too many people are creative. They're trying to be creative and the problem is you're not clear then and you're confusing your customer. You think it's cool. It's not cool. Okay. You need a product name. You need the cost to produce it. So let's stick with the coffee, right? If I've got coffee, then I got to buy the beans. I got to buy the bags to put the beans in, right? I got to get the labels. There's some cost to produce that coffee. Then there's a cost to sell and to market it, right? I need to sell that. So, I have my store, my space for the store, my coffee shop, and I've got hours that go into that for baristas. I've got I might run some ads on Facebook to talk about the new medium roast I have. have. You've got costs to sell and to market that. You've got costs to distribute that. You have costs for shipping. You have costs for, what costs are going into distribute. You have additional costs, right? If you're going to have Matthew McConaughey sip your coffee while he sits in his Lincoln and have a coffee mug with your logo on it, well, that's going to cost, right? You've got all these kind of costs. And that's the point of the audit, is to kind of get in the weeds and go, do you understand all the costs that are going into that? Here's an easy thing to think about. You have soft costs and you have hard costs. Hard costs are your rent for your building, are your maybe you're a food truck and you have the gas to get there, the electricity to run it. You have all these kind of hard costs that go into, for me, I think about I've got, to run this podcast. I've got costs on the subscription to host the podcast. I've got website costs. I've got all kinds of costs that sometimes we don't think about those hard costs. When we think about our products, we just think about the soft costs. And the problem is, especially if you're in a service industry, you're a counselor. You're a business coach. You help people with taxes, all kinds of people that they offer services. And so their soft cost to get on the phone with someone isn't that much. Or they're not thinking about it. Really, they're thinking about, I'm not producing anything. I don't have a product line that I need to go buy beans and buy bags. And, I show up and meet with people. Well, the issue is you have hard costs. You have to be reading. You have to be in the know of current, right? If you're a tax person, tax codes, you have all this back end time that is making you the effective person that you are, that you have to look at. If you just bill for the hours that you're on the phone call, you're not looking then at all the other hours that go into making that phone call good. This is why, some people get frustrated. They're like, I have to pay $400 an hour for my lawyer. That's because your lawyer for 4 other hours is working to make sure that when they get on the phone for you for that 1 hour is awesome. And so be careful that if you're in a service, not a product, if you have services instead of products, sometimes you will lower your cost. You'll think only about the tangible hour that you're meeting with a client instead of all the other hours that go into the prep for that, the post work for that. So be careful in this product audit. This is why it's good to sit down with a business coach like me, who can ask questions, who can kind of push back and go, are you really looking at all the areas where there are costs associated with this product? Because here's why. You need to figure out the real cost, so then you go, my real cost is A for this. It costs me $10, $100, whatever. It costs me this to produce this, and I'm charging, if it costs me $100 to produce one product and I'm charging $120, I'm making $20 profit. That is not a good percent. That is not good. And that's what you need to do. You need to figure out the total profit per unit so that you understand then how many do you need to sell? What is that? Is that a good rate of return? So the product audit is the first step in just really looking at all of your products, all of your services, and getting an idea of, what do I offer? Am I actually making money on these? And now here's another thing. There might be a reason to have a product that actually maybe is break even or even loses you some money, because it's such an entry gate to get people in to then make money. So there are a number of reasons why the product audit isn't about saying what's good and what's bad. You don't do the product audit to say, this product makes the most profit, so that's just what we're going to do. Not necessarily. You have to look at the products and then look at the business you're running and figure out, what decisions do I need to make in light of this information? So again, do you know your products? Some businesses have a ton of products. They have way too many products and they're overwhelmed by it. Like, it's just always new products, new products, new products. What are your products? What are your costs? And what is your profitability? 3 questions you need to know. Like, if I asked you those, if you can't answer those questions, you're going to have a hard time growing your business. And so make sure you know all of your products, make sure you know your costs, and make sure you know your profitability. This can be tricky because, again, like I said, if you're in the service industry, you got to really think, you got to sit down and look at all the time that's going into producing the services that you're able to provide. If you don't have absolute clarity on the cost and the profit numbers for each of your product, you will not grow with a strategy. You might grow through happenstance, but it's going to lead to a fall and a crash. You need to know your numbers. And so if we can help, man, that's why we're launching a small business flight school in May 2023. It launches the very first week of May 2023. You're going to get access to all the Business Made Simple courses, all of the modules, all of the supports, all of the things that team is putting out. You're going to be sent weekly videos that are going to help you look at parts of your business and grow and learn and grow and apply. With our program, you are going to be given coaching. You're going to be given every week. You're going to be able to sit in on different sessions that are going to help look at the different parts of your business and grow. Man, we are so excited. I'm so excited. So if you're interested in what I'm going to do the whole month of April is talk with business owners and start to talk and see if this would be a good fit for you. And so if you say, man, I'm interested, I want to grow my business, and so I want to hear more about what this looks like, I want to encourage you, go to where is it? Small Biz Flight School, Small Biz, B-I-Z, smallbizflightschool.com. Go to smallbizflightschool.com, fill out that form, and I will set up a time to chat with you, get to know a little bit about you and your business, and tell you about, because we have 3 solutions. Remember I said you need more than just one option? Well, we have 3 opportunities for you to be a part of the flight school. And so it just depends what's good for you, right? Do you want to do it more yourself? Do you want to do it together? Do you want to do it customized? Those are our 3 options. And every one of them, our goal is to help you double your revenue. That's like baseline. My goal, Halting Winter, is we want to 5x your revenue. And we want to work together until that happens. And we think that can happen a lot sooner than you think when you use the right frameworks and the right tools, and you have the right support holding you accountable and giving you the encouragement you need to break through the various obstacles in your way. So I hope that encourages you. Again, this is the first of our 12-part series looking at products. I hope you are encouraged to do a product audit yourself. If you need help, reach out to us. Again, go to smallbizflightschool.com, sign up, get in now, because the price of admission right now for the pre-launch is going away. And trust me, the price is going to at least double. We are giving some incredible deals for you to be a part in the month of April. So take advantage of that. We want to see you there. We want to see you be a part. We want to see your business grow. This is Seth Winterhalter and the Halting Winter Podcast. We'll see you next time.